It's a Minimalist Monday edition of Optimal Finance Daily, episode 621, How to Make Intentional Purchases by Ongaro of BreakTheTwitch.com. And I'm Dan, your host, and this is where I read to you from some of the best blogs on personal finance. You'll hear me narrating articles from Mr. Money Mustache, I Will Teach You to Be Rich, Get Rich Slowly, Budgets Are Sexy, and many more, sort of like a gigantic ongoing audiobook that is free of charge. And today I have a post for you from Break the Twitch, which is typically narrated on one of our other podcasts, Optimal Living Daily. So to hear a lot more from Anthony, you can check out that show by searching for Optimal Living Daily wherever you're hearing this. And before we get to Anthony's post, hiring is challenging, but there's one place you can go where hiring is actually simple and smart. That place is ZipRecruiter, where growing businesses connect to qualified candidates. Try it for free at ziprecruiter.com/OFD. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. For now, let's get right to our post as we start optimizing your life. How to Make Intentional Purchases by Ongaro of BreakTheTwitch.com. Since starting out on our intentional living journey, my understanding of the role that physical things play in my life has changed significantly. It may have been a bit of a blanket concept, realizing that those small, consistent purchases I was making weren't actually bringing me prolonged happiness in relation to the money I was spending on them. They were bringing me happiness, though, sort of. The truth is, buying things is exciting. It's fun to have a package arrive or to purchase something new. There's a reason that we consume in the way that we do. Our own psyche is programmed to consume whatever is available for our own survival, and we've been exposed to skilled advertisers telling us that the only thing between us and our dreams is the one product they're selling. When those things mash together, you get excitement, thrill, and happiness. For a while. It has always amazed me how, on the first day of a new iPhone launch, people will stand in line to get the phone on the first or second day. Then, after waiting for 12 hours, they enter into the retail store only to pay full retail price for a new phone. With the purchase in hand, they exit the store with arms in the air to cheering crowds as though they had won something. The retail experience is designed to make us feel as though we won, even though there really wasn't any competition to it. We get the thing, they get our money, regardless of how much that took hours of our lives to earn. The same phone for the same money will be available to everyone else in the world a day or two later. It's a manufactured sense of accomplishment that retailers want us to feel. So, can things make us happy? Sure, for a while. But unless we spend our money on the right things, it won't last. We have to continually acquire in order to keep the happiness alive. So, how can we qualify purchases in a way that aligns with our long-term vision, our values, and the lifestyle we actually want? For spending money, here's the lens that I'm looking through these days. Is this purchase an experience that I couldn't have otherwise? There are energy givers and takers, and when I buy something, I always try to make sure that it is a giver. It creates more future value than it costs to acquire right now. For this reason, the majority of my purchases have been camera and video equipment. I see this as serving a dual purpose. It allows me to create increasingly better produced videos for Break the Twitch's YouTube channel, and as I improve my filmmaking skills, it will be a potential revenue source and valuable skill that I can trade. This is a relatively mobile offering as well, one that can be done anywhere the equipment can come along, and still fits in within my decision filter for our lifestyle goals. Just about all of the things I buy these days are directly related to Break the Twitch, and making a solid attempt to do everything I do for it better. So what kinds of things do I avoid? Utilizing credit or debt to purchase something that does not provide some significant time or monetary return. Not only are we adding something that will take future energy and time to potentially maintain, but we'll be paying for it with time that we do not yet own. Debt is simply committing future hours of our lives to acquire something here and now. We can't create more freedom if we're already selling our future freedom for something that doesn't earn it back. Things that create monthly financial commitments in addition to possible maintenance. Sometimes monthly payments can make it possible to purchase something that will allow you to earn more money than it costs. This is a wise use of this kind of investment. A luxury car, for example, costs significantly more per month than a non-luxury car and costs more to fix. It creates unnecessary costs and accomplishes very little in addition to getting from one place to another. Cars in general devaluate by up to 30% the moment they drive off the sales lot, so they're just not a great place to spend money in general. Things that I haven't tried yet otherwise. It can be exciting to buy something new with the expectation that we'll be awesome at it. If I haven't tried out the thing by renting or borrowing it and trying it out first, I avoid it. It's too easy to think we'll want to get into a new hobby, then buy some piece of equipment for it only to realize that it was in fact not the equipment holding us back from learning that thing. I try to do as much as I can with what I have available and then buy as needed. Of course, there are always exceptions. I don't feel like there are any hard rules that will always make sense in these decisions. There will always be a balance, an ebb and flow of sorts to the decisions we make. But if we can primarily focus on spending our money in ways that allow us to create, build, and exist more in alignment with our values and the way we want to live, we'll be better for it. You just listened to the post titled How to Make Intentional Purchases by Anthony Ongaro of BreakTheTwitch.com. And I want to say thank you once again to ZipRecruiter for sponsoring today's episode. You know, hiring used to be hard. Multiple job sites, stacks of resumes, a confusing review process. But today, hiring can be easy and you only have to go to one place to get it done. ZipRecruiter.com/OFD. ZipRecruiter sends your job to over 100 of the web's leading job boards, but they don't stop there. With their powerful matching technology, ZipRecruiter scans thousands of resumes to find people with the right experience, and then they invite them to apply to your job. As applications come in, ZipRecruiter analyzes each one and spotlights the top candidates so you never miss a great match. ZipRecruiter is so effective that 80% of employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. With results like that, it's no wonder that ZipRecruiter is the highest-rated hiring site in America. And right now, my listeners can try ZipRecruiter for free at this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/OFD. That's ZipRecruiter.com/OFD. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And once again, Break the Twitch is typically narrated over on Optimal Living Daily, since that site typically covers minimalism and personal development type content. So, if you want to hear a lot more from Anthony's site being narrated to you for free, check out that show. Again, that's Optimal Living Daily, and it's one of 5 shows in our podcast network, so you can take a listen to any of them and pick whatever topics you might be interested in. And that's going to do it for me today. Thank you as always for being here and listening, and I will see you in the Tuesday show tomorrow. That's where we'll hear from a brand new author to our shows, and it's also where your optimal life awaits.